This book is called Froggy Goes to School by Jonathan London. This is the front cover, this is the back cover, and this is the spine that keeps the book together. When we read the book, we turn the pages gently and slowly this way. Froggy goes to school. It was the first day of school, and Froggy woke up and looked out the window. The sun was high in the sky. "Oh no! The bus!" he cried. "I'll miss the bus." He flopped out of bed and flopped outside. Flop, flop, flop. The school bus was leaving. "Wait! Wait!" he yelled and took a mighty hop. Hop! The bus hissed to a stop, and the door folded open. Froggy flopped up the steps. Flop, flop, flop. But when he reached the top, everybody laughed and pointed their fingers. "Froggy!" yelled his friend Max. "What? Did you forget something?" Froggy looked down. Oops! He was in his underwear. Look at the bus driver's face and all his friends. He dashed to the back of the bus and hid behind Max's umbrella. Oh, he opened his umbrella inside, all the way to the school. At school, he hopped behind bushes, and he tried to hide behind the flagpole, but he didn't fit very well because he is thicker than the flagpole, which is thin. He rolled down the hall like a bowling ball, and in class, he pretended to be a flower pot. He thought, if I just hold these flowers, nobody will notice it's me. How silly. "Froggy!" called his teacher. "What?" But it wasn't his teacher at all. It was his daddy. Froggy rubbed his eyes. He had been dreaming. He was still in bed. Look where the sun is. The sun is not high in the sky like at noon when we're having lunch. The sun is just starting to wake up with Froggy. "Rise and shine, Froggy," said his father. "It's the first day of school." Oh, a chance to start fresh. This time, Froggy got all dressed. Look, he made sure to put on his shirt and his shorts with suspenders to keep them up, and his hat and his shoes. He was not leaving anything to chance. And he went flop, flop, flop. He tried to pour milk on his bowl of flies. What kind of cereal is that? But the carton flew out of his hands. "You're just nervous about school, Froggy," said his mommy. "Everybody is the first day." "Not me," said Froggy. And together they leapfrogged all the way to the school bus stop. Flop, flop, flop. What a fun little family leapfrogging over each other. At school, Froggy found his name on his table. It says Froggy. He liked his name. It was the first word he knew how to read. It was the only word he knew how to read. But he knew how to read this, Froggy. Froggy! He read it aloud, louder and louder. "Froggy!" cried his teacher, Mrs. Witherspoon. "What?" "Hush, dear. It's time to pay attention. Oh, it's time to pull out your listening ears and pay attention to the teacher. Look at all his friends sitting neatly." But it was hard to pay attention. Oh, Froggy squirmed, and he looked out the window at the falling leaves, And he thought, I feel like a leaf falling and falling. Flop! Oh, he fell out of his chair. Oops. Kindly sit in your seat, dear, said Miss Witherspoon. We'll sit on the floor at circle time. Mrs. Witherspoon made a funny. At circle time, Miss Witherspoon said, Now, children, today I'd like you to tell us what you did last summer. Who wants to go first? Froggy shouted, Me, 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 me. And so did Max. Oh, Miss Witherspoon went. And everybody in the class went with her. And then they grew very quiet. One at a time, please, said Miss Witherspoon. When Froggy's turn came, he jumped up and said, Last summer, I learned how to swim. And he sang a song. Bobble, bobble, toot, toot, chicken, airplane, soldier. And everybody jumped up and joined into the same song. Look, they're all doing the same little song and they're dancing too. Bobble, tobble, toot, toot, chicken, airplane, soldier. Oh, look who this is. When, in walked the principal, Mr. Mugwort. What a serious sounding name. Bubble, bubble, oops, cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. Does this look like a normal color for a frog? No, this is the normal color of a frog. He got so red because he was embarrassed. And Mr. Mugwort glared at him, and then he joined in. He said, Bobble, bobble, toot, toot, chicken, airplane, soldier, until the bell rang for recess. When Froggy flopped off the bus after school, his father said, Froggy, how was your first day of school? Great, said Froggy. I taught the principal how to swim. Ooh, that's nice, said Mother. But where is your lunchbox? And your baseball cap? Oh, I left them at school. Oh, Froggy, will you ever learn, said his mother. That's why I'm going to school, Mom. And together they leapfrogged all the way home. Flop, 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 flop. The end.